Hey everybody, Toaster here. Merry Christmas to everybody again. Just playing a game here with my brother. He just got the T-34-3, and so we thought we would play them together. There's a very good spot on the field side of the map for the T-34-3 because it's got such bad gun depression. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a mastery badge. I end up doing like 5,000 damage in this game. So, and part of it's due to the people that are on. I mean, there's absolute Muppets on, but at the same time, it's using the tank to the strengths because the hull armor, as I've said before, is very poor. But the armor on the turret is nearly impenetrable unless you can actually hit the cupolas, which are fairly small. So if you can get this thing hull down and nobody rushes you, it's a monster. You're going to see that we do get rushed down, but because we've got two Su-122-44s behind us, I'm not too worried about it. So this is the spot. You just come up here and I'm hull down, and you'll see when I go into sniper mode that that I am hull down and I can get enough gun depression to actually shoot things. So anyway, I was apparently not in the right view there, but anyway, so I'm coming up and I notice this Lorraine, and I'm hoping to get a shot on him because he is very easy to pin. Now, I expected to see the M46 up here first, and so I've got heat loaded, and I continue to use heat for a while because I keep expecting to see him. We do track the T-43, and Combat, my platoon mate, mentions that this light tank's pushing him. So of course I get a shot, and Combat gets a shot. And then this T-43 pushes, and I tell Combat, I'll take him, you worry about the light tank. But in reality, it's all good. So here I am, I'm still using heat rounds, and that's because if that M46 comes up here, which, you know, I should have had a little bit more map awareness to realize that he was not coming, and I do switch to standard rounds now, but could have saved me some credits in the game. And then that's about as lucky of a snap as you're going to get in the T-34-3. You generally don't get those shots. That went right where I aimed it. So we're just working around, making sure that we don't get pushed. And Combat says, hey, there's a Su-122-44 here. So I wedge myself up on the hill where I'm pretty safe from the remainder of the guys. And get a shot into him, and then reposition back to my original position because I don't want Combat to get pushed. He is side scraping well, and so he's doing a good job of eating shots. That Lorraine, I don't know why he's shooting my turret, quite honestly, but he is. And we get another nice shot into him. So I'm telling Combat, be careful. And as I tell him that, of course, karma hits and I get shot. But that's okay. We've done 2,600 damage already. And I screw up my gun depression there a little bit and miss that shot. It happens. This thing is so finicky. So now I'm just staying hull down again. I don't think that Lorraine realizes I can overmatch his side armor. And right about now, Combat says, hey, we're being pushed by this light tank. And I say, well, I'm going to get a shot on, I think the Lorraine's more dangerous. And, of course, I probably should have paid attention to him. And I tell him I'll kill him. I tell my platoon mate I'll kill the light tank, but in reality, he was in the way. So back to my spot, just making sure that I'm hull down. And I put a shot in, and then back off so that the M46 Patton can't get a shot on me. So So we blocked 1,300 and done a fair amount of damage now. 3,400 damage is very good in a tier 8 preferred matchmaking tank. So at this point, I say I think we should push this Patton. And now he's a one-shot, so I know I should push him. And gun depression, I fluff my shot, and but I turn just in time to get that Patton to bounce off me, and I know now that I've got his reload, and I'm able to take him out. So Combat and I are working this entire time, talking on TeamSpeak, and kind of covering each other's angles and whatnot. And I'm staying in the low ground so that I don't get hit by people that are maybe in towards the middle of the map. There's our Lorraine friend that he did not have a very good game, but that's pushing a Lorraine into heavily armored tanks. It's just not what you want to do. So now I'm thinking this is a very good game. I got 3,800 damage and there's still a lot of guys alive left. And I've got, half my health left, so I'm going to kind of push in semi-cautiously, but I never expected that SU-122-44 to be over to my right, and he just shows up now, and I notice him pretty well right away. And the only option for me is to face hug him and hope that he cannot get depression to hit my hull, which apparently he can. So this is just free damage, basically. He's got really good DPM, but just free damage. So we're up to 4,700 damage, and there's just 2 tanks left on the enemy team. And this IKB decides, I mean, what's he going to do, really? But he decides to rush down the SU-122-44. And we get another shot. So now we've got brothers in arms. That's my 5,000 damage. And I want to survive. I've got 300 health. I know that the 110 has 390 alpha, so I don't want to push him. So I tell Combat, I ask him how much health he has. He's got 500 hit points, 600 hit points. And so I'll just rush in and take the hit and kill him. And if you don't, then I will. So we're just kind of separating. And I was looking to see where the guy was looking at, and he was looking away, but I'd rather be safe than sorry and end the game with the brothers in arms. So it was 1,647 base experience on this game, and it just kind of shows you if you can find a gradual slope where people cannot rush you, that this tank can be very formidable. But in most circumstances, with the gun depression, it's very hard to use. It's a tough tank to use, but I want to thank my platoon mate. Combat ended up second on the team with over 2,000 damage and 4 kills. So we killed over half the team, and it was a really fun game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we will catch you next time. Again, Merry Christmas to all.